Have you ever wondered why some people seem to skyrocket to wealth while others, maybe even you, work just as hard but never quite break through? Let's be honest, doesn't it feel like you're running on a treadmill, sweating, exhausted, but somehow still stuck in the same place? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not about being smarter or working longer hours. It's about how you focus your energy. We live in a world that worships hustle. Everyone's shouting at you to multitask, chase the next big thing, start a new side hustle every weekend. But what if I told you that this constant chasing, this relentless pursuit of more is exactly what's holding you back from real success? Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're trying to start a fire with a magnifying glass. If you hold it steady, let the sunlight concentrate on one spot, eventually you become a flame. But if you keep moving the glass, the energy scatters, nothing ever catches. Building wealth, getting rich, it's the same. If you're always jumping from one business idea to another or spreading yourself thin across projects, you never give any single effort enough time. You see, you need to focus and it needs to truly ignite. I know the temptation. We all suffer from shiny object syndrome. That urge to start something new whenever things get tough or progress seems a bit slow. It's like a drug. Every time you switch gears, you reset the program and the progress. You lose momentum that you've built. You're not starting from zero, you're starting from -10. Over and over again. Now here's a paradox that nobody tells you. The people who get rich fast aren't the ones doing the most things. They're the ones who double down on what they're doing, block out all distractions, and become obsessed with mastery. Let's look at the greats. Any top entrepreneur, athlete, or artist, you're gonna notice a pattern. They're not dabbling in 10 different ventures. They're obsessed with mastering their craft, building their business, and perfecting their art. That's the secret to exponential growth. At first, it's gonna feel like you're barely moving. You put in the work day after day, but nothing seems to happen. But if you stick with it, your results start to compound. Suddenly, it looks like you achieve overnight success. But really, it was years of focused effort building up underneath the surface. I know this happened to me. You see, Nietzsche once said, well, let's say that I've also come to realize it. Most people are not lazy, they're just scattered. It's not discipline you lack, it's direction. Let's challenge a common myth. You've been told that diversifying your efforts is the safest path. But in reality, the more you divide your attention, the less powerful you become. Are you really as disciplined as you think, or are you just busy? Here's my challenge for you. Pick one business, one offer, one skill. Commit to it for the long haul, ignore the distractions. Resist the urge to start something new every time you get bored or discouraged. Then track your progress, but track it on a micro level. Be patient. Trust that the real payoff comes when you let your effort stack up over time. Let me share a story. When I first started out, I was desperate. I tried everything, cold email, relentless follow-ups, every lead magnet under the sun, different offers. Lucky for me, I didn't change niche, right? But even then, nothing was working. I was exhausted, broke, and honestly on the edge of giving up once a month. It wasn't until I decided to go all in on one offer, one audience, and one channel that things started to change. Within months, my results multiplied. Not because I was smarter, but because I finally stopped scattering my fire. You see, loneliness is a price of greatness. I've spent years alone, isolated from the crowd, watching others chase trends while I sat in doubt, my fears, my regrets. But it's in that solitude that I was able to find clarity. See, you don't need more friends, more opportunities, or more distractions. You need focus. And you have to break the pattern. So let's pause. What is one thing that you could go in on for one whole year? Let's say this next year. What would happen if you stopped chasing and you started building? See, a recent Harvard study found that entrepreneurs who focus on a single business model are 60% more likely to achieve sustainable growth than those who diversify too soon. And that's not just a theory, that's reality. Think of your focus as a laser. A laser can cut through steel, not because it's more powerful than the sun, but because it's concentrated. Are you a laser or a flashlight? Now, let's get real for a second. I know what it's like to feel like an imposter, to doubt yourself, to wonder if you even cut out for this. But let me tell you, every successful person you admire they felt the same thing. The difference, they kept going even when it hurt. And here's what I want you to do. In the comments, tell me one thing that you're gonna focus on, let's say for the next 90 days. No distractions, no excuses, just relentless, ruthless focus. In this video, I've tried to take away from the myth that doing more leads to more success. You see, we've learned that true wealth is built on focusing harder and longer on one thing that matters most, right? You have to remove this desire and recognize the danger of shiny object syndrome. And I challenge you to commit to a single path. If you want exponential results, you need exponential focus. You gotta cut out all the noise and go all in, and watch how quickly your life will change. And if you've got video from this, hit the subscribe, join my community of ruthless entrepreneurs. I'll put a link down below. It's completely for free. Come in, all the knowledge I've got, I'm sharing it. And if you're ready for the next step, where I break down the framework of what I use to scale my business, subscribe, the video is coming soon. And remember that you're not alone, even if it feels like it. You have what it takes, but that's only gonna happen if you choose to focus. I'll see you on the next video.